Yes! Hey everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of The Completionist. The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes is out today, and I got my full version of the game early. Yet I wasn't the only one this time around. I've had the pleasure to go on this awesome journey with two of my best friends in the YouTube space. Everyone, please welcome back to the show, ProJared and PeanutButterGamer.
Hey Jirard, happy to be here. I'm really excited that we're doing this because I think this game's a lot more fun with two other people, and I needed some footage for this game for a Zelda month video anyway, so thanks for helping me out, man.
Let's do this! I am so ready to murder my friends!
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten Jared on the...
Murdering my friends.
Friendship. It's glorious, isn't it?
Okay, I think I'm starting to regret this overall. It's been a while since Nintendo has graced us with a multiplayer-focused Zelda title. But when you think about it, that kind of game may be just kind of a bit overdue. Long gone are the days of link cables, and many handheld titles don't even require that both parties own the game before they can fire it up nowadays. We're firmly rooted in the age of wireless gaming, and it looks like the Zelda franchise is finally going to take full advantage of that with their upcoming release of The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
The game draws a lot of inspiration from previous multiplayer Zeldas like Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures, but the biggest inspiration for Triforce Heroes actually came from the Nintendo DS title, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Triforce Heroes' director, Hiromasa Shikata, explained that the mechanic of switching over to Princess Zelda and having her possess phantoms and spirit tracks was a kind of multiplayer, which led directly to the development of Triforce Heroes. All the while, it's using the engine from the 2013 3DS Zelda title, A Link Between Worlds.
It's clear that this is a very different kind of Zelda game, so I'm thankful that I've got some help completing this one. We're all a team, right guys?
Just as a reminder, with our preview reviews, there are things in this game that I may or may not get. Mostly because I really don't know if it exists in the game yet. I'm perceiving what could be done as 100% upon first playthroughs and second playthroughs. And I already have an example of something I can't show off yet. For instance, the Miiverse posts. There are some elements of this game that will require Miiverse posts, but the Miiverse launched today after this video was created. So this is your general disclaimer about this. Thank you for understanding. Triforce Heroes takes place in the Kingdom of Hytopia, a land where every single denizen is obsessed with one thing: fashion. That's right, this ain't Hyrule. In Hytopia, it's form over function. Everyone, from the simplest of townsfolk to King Tuft and Princess Styla themselves, are concerned with looking their best. It's kind of like how Tyra Banks must see the world.
But not everyone in the kingdom is down with the latest fads. Turns out that someone called the Drablands Witch doesn't appreciate Princess Styla's swagger, and so one day a mysterious package brimming with a strange energy arrives to the castle. Naturally, the princess opens it, and when the smoke clears, she's wearing some sort of community theater performance art bodysuit. Boom, you've been cursed. Princess Styla can't remove the ugly outfit no matter how hard she tries, and out of sheer mortification, she removes herself from the public eye.
Meanwhile, the people of Hytopia are afraid that they too might be cursed for appearing too fancy. With high fashion disappearing from the kingdom, it begins to fall into panic and disarray. Wow, I get it. This is really how Tyra must see the world.
Do you know what acting a fool means? Do you understand what acting a damn fool?
Since only true heroes can travel to the Drablands, King Tuft sends out the word for anyone who can help his precious princess regain her bygone beauty. Thankfully, Link, or Hytopia's version of Link, happens to come across the bulletin board with King Tuft's message.
And so Link, along with two other Links, head into the Drablands to defeat the evil witch, break her curse on Princess Styla, and return Hytopia to its former fabulous glory. But not before he stops by the costume shop to change into an outfit more befitting of a hero. In this game, fashion will be what saves us all.
The The aesthetics in Triforce Heroes is absolutely delightful. It's chock full of lightheartedness, nostalgia, and plain old fun. The game subscribes to the visual style that first appeared in Wind Waker, which considerably complements its whimsical tone, while taking full advantage of the Link Between Worlds engine.
Also, the game's many different locales all offer distinct palettes for the eye. This may be a different kind of Zelda game than we're used to, but you can rest assured that it's still got some good old-fashioned forest-themed levels, fire-themed levels, and water-based levels. Comforting.
Triforce Heroes audio design is something special though. Firstly, the overall musical style within this can be described as piratey, for lack of a better word. It's got a distinctly French flavor to it that does a good job of pumping you up for an adventure. But what's really cool is how dynamic the music is. While playing, if you pick up a friend to form a totem, the soundtrack will react directly to your choice and alter the sound of the track that's currently playing. Kind of like when Mario would jump on Yoshi's back in Super Mario World. Except that with different kinds of totems you can form, including your placement within those totems, any individual track in Triforce Heroes can have a good amount of variations to it. Not only that, but there's also a couple of well-hidden tracks from Zelda's past in there, just for you old dogs out there. Or you young dogs. Or you diamond dogs.
Considering how chic the land of Hytopia and its citizens are, its bubblegum nature often clashes with the more traditional adventure aspects of the Zelda world. Basically, it can be a bit jarring to hear characters use words like adorbs when talking to Link, just 2 minutes after he's slain a giant skeleton warrior.
But ultimately, that's okay. Not every Zelda game has to be a carbon copy of its predecessors. This game looks pretty, sounds gorgeous, and just so happens to take place in a world where everyone else wants to be like that as well.
As opposed to most of the other titles in the Zelda franchise, Triforce Heroes is much more of a dungeon crawler with far less open world elements. Instead of exploring a giant map, this game tasks you with completing clearly delineated levels and individual challenges. You're going to be solving a lot of puzzles this time around, but you won't be doing it alone. This time, you're bringing backup.
Triforce Heroes includes 8 different worlds, all with their own themes and mechanics. Each of these 8 worlds has 4 different levels inside, which you can complete in any order you like. And each of those 4 levels is comprised of 4 different short stages. These stages are little tiny rooms with a unique puzzle or obstacle in them. So to recap, that's 4 stages inside of 4 levels inside of 8 worlds for a whopping total of 128 stages.
Triforce Heroes gameplay is kinda like they took a classic Zelda dungeon and then cut it up into separate linear pieces. You'll be platforming, battling, and solving puzzles as you scramble from point A to point B in each stage. You've still got classic Zelda items like the boomerang, bombs, and the hookshot, but these items are doled out to you on a stage-by-stage basis. You're only going to be bringing the tools that you need to each job.
But most importantly, in this game, you'll need to combine your talents with that of your 2 friends in order to succeed. You'll need to be sure you've got your skills attached to your YouTube channel resume if you want people to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe in your videos. And you can't do it alone. There's no I in team.
But there is an I in pie. There's an I in meat pie. The anagram of meat is team. I don't know what he's talking about.
You'll have to pick up your bros, throw them across gaps, build 3-man totems to reach otherwise inaccessible switches, and even run distraction games on tough baddies. Triforce Heroes is undeniably a team sport, which is why you share a life bar with your 2 teammates. You do each get your own individual magic meter, but don't let that fool you. Clear and constant communication is critical to overcoming some of the more advanced obstacles in this game. You've got some handy emotes accessible from the bottom screen to quickly signal your partners, and lines of text will sometimes float on screen to alert you as to your comrade's whereabouts. But if your communication isn't tight, well, let's just say that your communication needs to be tight.
Okay, I'm gonna throw you over.
Totem time. I got this. You guys ready?
Oh, okay, we're doing it too.
Oh.
Fire! You
What did you kill us for?
It wasn't even my fault.
Okay, we got
wait for me.
Totem over here.
Totem? Or wait. No, don't throw me in. It's the totem, not throw me in, you jackass. Now you're both on fire.
Okay.
Throw me
totem
across.
over there.
Don't
Throw me,
mess it
throw me,
up.
throw me,
Okay.
throw me.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Come get me.
Oh, I got confused.
come get me. Apparently, you can just grab me with a boomerang.
There's a secret. Go
I
get
need
it.
to get. No! I didn't even get my boomerang yet.
Wait, no, not me too. What are you doing?
Why can't our boomerang grab our boomerang and drag us to the boomerang?
Because that's not how physics work, idiot.
Shut up! I don't care. What did you design the game? You don't know.
This game is just bringing us together and tearing us apart in so many different ways. Guys,
Nailed it.
We did it.
we did it.
We
Did it.
did it.
We did it.
I always believed in us after all. So where's the thing at the end? When it comes to enemies, Triforce Heroes is a reunion of Zelda's best. You've got everyone from Clues to Moblins to Octoroks. In a game that plays so different from other Zeldas, it's nice to have a little bit of familiarity. But many of these old foes have some new tricks up their sleeves. They might require one of the particular stage's special items or some kind of totem formation in order to be defeated this time around.
One of Triforce Heroes' main mechanics is the costume feature. When not in the Drablands, you can visit Madame Couture's shop to trade in some rupees and materials that you get as rewards for completing levels for special custom costumes that provide Link with buffs to his different abilities. There's tons of different kinds of outfits to unlock. One costume makes you move faster, while another gives you more hearts, while yet another makes you immune to fire. With you and each of your teammates being able to choose your own costumes before every level, there's a lot of customization to be had within Triforce Heroes.
And if cooperation isn't your thing, the game has a cool little PvP mode called the Colosseum, where you can compete against other players for a chance at some really cool rare materials.
Now this game is definitely meant to be played with two friends, but if you prefer a single player experience, this game has got you covered. Entering the Drablands while in single player mode will actually put you in control of Link as well as two soulless, lifeless dolls known as Doppels. In order to control one of these Doppels, Link has to literally transfer his soul into one of these creepy husks. You can only control one Link at a time, so single player mode is a bit of a challenge with having to juggle the responsibility of 3 players.
The single player mode is still a ton of fun, but make no mistake, it can be balls hard in the later levels. It's damn tough having to worry about and think ahead for all 3 characters on screen. Playing by yourself is so different that it can be considered an all-new game mode unto itself, or at least as a hard mode version of the multiplayer game. It's rewarding, but you'd best have the patience for it. And a strong soul. Good God, just look at their eyes! You can almost feel the abyss staring back at you!
Once you and your team have infiltrated the witch's sky fortress deep within the Drablands, defeated wave after wave of the game's enemies, and reached her inner sanctum of style, you will finally confront the evil lady behind the curse. The first thing she does, after insulting your outfits obviously, is rob you and your crew of your items. This is going to be a straight up thug and fight, sword to parasol.
Firstly, you'll have to toss a friend over the lady's impenetrable force shield of fashion, and then another partner onto her pedestal of posh in order to smack her upside the head a few times. Do this enough and she'll get pissed and chase you down with her weaponized umbrella. You can tell which Link she's aggroing based on the color of the effects above her head, so whoever she's not chasing is responsible for bopping her.
She'll eventually don a cape and hover in the air, firing color-coded orbs that only the corresponding Link can safely hit back at her, Ganondorf style. With enough volleys, she'll get hit by the orb and get stunned, leaving her open to attack. Finally, she'll transform and cause a few color-coded umbrellas to orbit around her at different heights. Only the corresponding Link can jump on the matching color umbrella to reach her and smack her in the mouth. So making sure you're totemed up in the correct order with your team is the only way to win. It can be kind of difficult to time well since she keeps changing up which color umbrellas float around her.
If you beat her up hard enough, she'll finally admit defeat and run off, leaving you with the final piece of her outfit and the power to break the curse placed on Princess Styla. After having Madame Couture recreate the ladies' ensemble, you use her powers and her nice dress to return the princess to her former self.
With that, the kingdom of Hytopia is back to its old appearance-oriented self again. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, that's kind of a messed up message for a game. All that matters is what you wear. But hey, Link is working it in that cheerleader's outfit, so I changed my mind. I think I'm sold.
If you think you'll be done with Triforce Heroes after you've beaten every level, you're in for quite a surprise. Every level actually has 3 additional challenge versions of itself that allow you to replay that level with extra tasks or goals. Some challenges instruct you to complete a level without falling off any platforms, while others provide you with less maximum hearts. Sometimes there's also time limits, nerfed damage output, and even one where you have to avoid the infamous Wallmaster while trying to play the level. There's a lot of difficult challenges included in this game to add some replayability and difficulty for teams of heroes who are thirsty for more action.
Well, there's tons of awesome costumes, none of them are super secret, or at least from what we found. But there are a few Street Pass outfits which will require you to collect golden friendly tokens. The biggest revelation from this is unlocking the Tri-Suit. By itself, it doesn't do anything crazy, but if each party member has the suit, this happens. Wow, so cool!
I think what Austin was trying to say is that the Triforce Suit combines 2 suits into one. The Lucky Suit, which at random lets you take damage without consequences, and the Energy Suit, which doubles your energy. These outfits work great for those tough energy-consuming challenges.
Triforce Heroes also has a few treats in store for those who beat its many challenges. But first, simply beating the main campaign and using the Ladies Ensemble outfit to break the princess's curse will unlock the kind of cursed tights.
This suit is the very same suit that Princess Styla was cursed with. It's kind of funny to think that the king was like, thanks for removing this gross thing that my daughter's been wearing for days and days, but it's probably good enough for you. But when you wear the cursed suit while in dungeons, it actually makes the game more challenging as you take double the damage. However, it has the same effect as the Lucky Suit, but doubled. So there's a good chance that you'll get lucky and not take damage.
Every time you complete one of Triforce Heroes' worlds, including every one of that world's challenges, you can return to King Tuft in his throne room, where he'll reward you with a material piece that's necessary to build some of the game's rarer costumes. But if you complete all of the final world's challenges, he'll give you 300 rupees, as well as the fabled butterfly. This super rare material is needed to unlock the Swordmaster Suit, which gives your sword bigger reach and higher damage. Congratulations! Now go cut something!
So the biggest and most daunting things to look here in Triforce Heroes is that all 120 stages of the game must be completed twice. Or should I say, can be completed twice. The game counts them individually for single player and as multiplayer as 2 different entities, and yet it counts the overall completion at 128. This is incredibly infuriating as I spent a lot of time completing the single player campaign and the multiplayer campaign with Jirard and Austin. Needless to say, I'm pretty peeved at how this turned out. Nothing? Nothing at all? A new costume? Maybe an Easter egg? Hell, I'll take the 300 rupees again, just something to make it feel warranted for all the hard work and time that I just put in, that we just put in.
Triforce Heroes kind of has a lot of faces. When you're playing through the main campaign with friends, this game is a blast. It's like taking a ride on the No Stress Express. Playing with friends is definitely the way to play this game if you have the option. Beating the single player campaign is a bit tougher, but still tons of fun with a lot of unique gameplay elements.
But completing all the challenges in multiplayer is f***ing tough. The ties between you and your friends will be pushed to their limits if you attempt to finish every one of Triforce Heroes' challenges together. Don't get me wrong though, it's still fun, but that kind of task should be tackled at a relaxed pace. Maybe 1 or 2 challenges a day.
As for completing all the single player challenges, it's just hell. It's pure hell on earth. Kudos to you if you manage to complete all the challenges with those soulless doppels, because I'm pretty sure by the time you're done, you'll be soulless yourself. Oh my god, that's it. It just hit me. The doppels that you use in single player mode have no souls. They must be heroes who've already beaten every challenge with doppels, lost their souls as a result, and are now the new doppels for the next hapless hero. The deepest lore. Deepest lore! Triforce Heroes is a ton of fun with friends. Let me say that one more time. A ton of fun with friends. Playing it alone, however, kind of makes this game, in my opinion, a little bit overbearing and tedious. Trust me on this one, you guys. Find some good friends and get down with it. Single player, not so much.
I agree. Doing all 128 challenges 2 times, once for the single player and once for the multiplayer, is way too much work, even for the 3 of us.
But at its core, it's a great Zelda title that pays tribute to the multiplayer styles of previous Zelda games.
So, with that in mind, guys, we give this game our completionist rating of Finish It.
Finish it!
Are you guys still here? Hey, thanks for watching. And if you like my serious skills with me and my YouTube buddies, click that subscribe button right there. Speaking of buddies, check out these awesome videos by my friends. ProJared did an awesome video on Chrono Trigger, and PeanutButterGamer always does these Zelda-themed months every November. Go check him out. Now back to me with no beard. I know I look weird, leave me alone. That's all the time we've got for today, guys, so please, as always, let us know what you thought about today's episode somewhere on the internet. This episode was a very hard episode for us here at TOVG. A lot of late night hours. I just completed the game maybe 45 minutes ago, a couple hours before this video went live. A big thank you to Mark, Fraser, Santel, and Brett for putting in an incredible amount of time with me into this, as well as a big shout out to PPG and ProJared for being so down with everything involving this episode. It was a pretty big production overall. And of course, a thank you to Nintendo for giving us the games early and letting us do what we do. So now, if you excuse me, let's take a look at some more footage of me, Austin, and Jared attempting to be a team in Triforce Heroes. It's pretty bad.
I guess.
Hey, check this out. This is something I found out yesterday.
Alright. Oh. Well, this is my
Oh,
life
you
now.
stuck on the ground?
You can, like, if you're fighting a boss, you can, like, throw the boomerang out and then hold Y, and they're stuck there indefinitely.
This is your life now.